I didn't realize how hard we make it on ourselves because I was making it hard on myself to take action by ignoring my problems. And there's a lot of people that live that mundane lifestyle and live a surface level lifestyle. I've learned a lot by just taking ownership and accepting things and accepting myself, loving myself and forgiving myself, giving myself some grace. It's perspective. The way that you perceive things can help you emotionally either tie or untie things in your life that will help you progress forward. I was just put in a position where I had never been before. It was new waters to me, and I was letting the stress and the anxiety and frustrations of that affect a lot of different phases of my life, not just with my relationships, but with my work, with my attendance at church even, last time that we spoke in our last session, you had made me realize that there's no progression if there's no attention to the things that are stopping you. If you do not pay attention to the things that are stopping you, you're always going to be stagnant in the place that you're at, and you're never going to progress and succeed. The biggest weight of pressure and stress and anxiety, frustration, anger, was just taking off my shoulders by realizing that by just taking actions and taking responsibility of the things that are my problems. I am no longer in the situation that I was in when we first met, with the stress of having to refinance or sell the house. Right now, that is no longer an issue. I have mended a relationship with somebody whom I really, really hurt, and now we're in a great standing. And I was just so enthusiastic with the power of realizing, owning your responsibilities and taking action, developing a plan, and realizing that the things in your subconsciousness, once they come to your consciousness and you attack them, you can really solve a lot of issues. Our last session, which was February 3rd of this month till now, I'm completely debt-free. I am enthusiastic. I am doing good at work. Life is great. I have a whole new way of seeing life. I actually feel like my future is in my hands. I feel like my future is going to be determined by the way that I decide, by which direction I decide to take, by always being conscious of the things that I'm afraid of. We were talking about one thing that I've always not been super enthusiastic about was making sales calls, for example. I feel like that's changed since we first met. It's not just a career thing. It hasn't been a career coaching that you've done. You've also coached me in a lot of different areas of my life, to even doing, the emotional freedom technique. I do that every single time I get out of the gym and I'm stressed and I come back to work. I'm a lot more empowered to be successful. I'm excited to go and see where this goes. And
different than when we first started?
Absolutely. I was looking forward to the weekends, which sucks. That's a empty life. I was just looking forward to the days that I had no responsibilities. I was looking forward to the days that I could rest and not do nothing. I can't believe that I was actually content with that, with living that way. Perform at work and then just wait and live for the weekend. Why would you wait and want to live for the weekend when there's 5 more days in between that you could live life too? So yeah, and I appreciate you for doing that, for helping me understand those things.
How do you feel about continuing to meet and doing the work?
Well, I mean, I got your guidebook. I'm just excited. I mean, this is new to me. I wasn't raised to acknowledge these things, and I don't think they teach this stuff in school either. It's not something that I learned in college. It's not something that I learned in school. It's not something that my family taught me. I'm glad that I learned it, by working through Dover services and getting, to meet you. It's just helped me realize that there's a lot that I need to be aware of that I was letting, live underneath the level of my consciousness and in my subconsciousness. So I'm very excited about seeing what the next couple of meetings are going to look like and what the future is going to look like. Because if this is just 4 meetings in, I'm already debt free in four meetings. Come on, think about that.
And how do you feel about your employer?
I'm so thankful for my employer for benefits like this, because it's not like we're doing this for you to do better at work. No, it's like, hey, we're offering these benefits to you so you can have a better life. Not a lot of employers care about your life. They just care about their pocketbooks. The tire's not going to spin if the individual is not happy. So they're trying to go ahead and help us understand those things by offering us these kind of benefits. So I'm very thankful for my company offering this stuff.
Is this something that you would recommend to others?
If you want to be cool with where you're at and be stagnant and just live a surface level lifestyle, then don't worry about this, because this stuff is not for you. But I do definitely recommend it to anybody that's eager and hungry for more, not just success, money, all those materialistic things, just life in general. Like, I am genuinely content for the first time since my divorce last year. But it's perspective. The way that you perceive things can help you emotionally either tie or untie things in your life that will help you progress forward. A lot of it to me was, hey, take action. You're just sitting there.